Salute to the hot cheekbone gang.
Fatherhood, man.
How I feel about it?
And you can speak on it. Yeah, there you go.
So fatherhood, how I feel about fatherhood? I feel like the father is like the foundation of a house. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like the mother is like like the furnishing and the windows, but I feel like the father is like the structure. You know what I mean? Like, he holds things together. Strength, basically. You know what I mean? Like the spine of a body. I feel like the dad is like, you know what I mean? Well, I ain't say dad, I say father. I feel like, so he carries the load. Whether that's financial, whether that's groceries, whether that's the kids. You know what I mean? Like, the mother does carry the children like 9 months, but after that, the father got to do the carrying and all the heavy lift. It's like a necessity. Because I see a lot of women struggling, even going like to the train, and you know what I mean, just struggling to get up the steps. And a lot of times, there's men that just walk right past them while they going up and down the stairs with a stroller. Like, you know what I mean? You got to carry that stroller up the steps. And you got to do, fathers do what they got to do, man. A father, not a dad, baby daddy, whatever. A father. Yeah, it's the birds.
Coming from a man, right? Listen, let me play this song real quick. And see if you could just talk about like lines in the song. Now, or how often do you get in a car and just take a drive to get some, meet your mind on some
Whenever I could. Like, when the opportunity presents itself. Sometimes it's hard, though, because you got to take everybody with you. Or sometimes I might drop everybody off and, they go inside and I sit in the car for a little while just to get my mind right. Very therapeutic. Sometimes I feel like if I was able to, not to splurge, but just to get like a chauffeur, or one of those cars, those automatic cars on the road, so I could just look out the window and people watch and just relax, you know what I mean? Like, a drive is very therapeutic. You could think, you could strategize, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I might park the car, I'll tell them I'm going to get gas and just go for a cruise, man.
It's important to also the fact that rules of the road, keep your eyes on the road.
Yeah, for real, you gotta pay attention, but at the same time, you could still be in the zone. I look at it kind of like a video game sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, I'm paying attention, but then I'm also free.
Mm-hmm. Let me see what else. So, are men allowed to have feelings? Because, a lot of times it's like, well, you the man, you're supposed to.
Traditionally, I guess, like, the way I grew up, no. But then, it's like I'm so used to not maybe expressing my feelings all the time that when I do, it feels uncomfortable. And then sometimes, my significant other, she like, yo, why you don't tell me how you feel? I'm like, it's uncomfortable sometimes, you know what I mean? Like, being a man is like, you always told to, you gotta be strong all the time. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you're gonna cry, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you just wanna just put the pillow on your head and scream, but you can't. You gotta, hold everything in, with a stiff back, chest out, chin up, and take on all the stress, you know what I mean? And just try to figure out maybe a workout or something just to try to get rid of it. But yeah, sometimes you do wanna scream.
Mm-hmm. It's like, let me see what else. Or that goes into the line, like you saying when a line says, most men be lying saying everything's okay. So
In fact,
no one find their way.
Because men do say that. That's what I'm saying. Like, sometimes I do be okay, but then there's times where it's like, yo, I gotta be like, you know what? You just push this to the side and just, because if a man is not strong, especially as a father, if you're not looking like everything's okay, everybody else is going, you know, they looking like you for their strength, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you always gotta keep that appearance, you know what I'm saying, whether that's true or not.
Well, let's talk about finances, but on a minimalistic day. You got to do what you got to do to keep groceries on the table.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, that is like, that's another thing too, is like, as a man, you got to do what you got to do. You might not want to do it. Like, it's times I don't want to get up in the morning. I got to get up and I got to figure out a way, you know what I'm saying? I might go to work. You know what I'm saying? You see an opportunity, you gotta jump on it, cause you like, yo, I gotta put these pieces away for tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Cause I know we gonna need that. Like, sometimes I might not, like I said, I might not want to do certain things because, quote unquote, they may not be right. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't thinking about that. My first thought is food on the table. Second thought is, you know what I mean? Then I might think afterwards, like, yo, I ain't really want to do that, but I do what I got to do, man, sometimes, you know?
Yeah, make that day look cool. So let's talk about being a cool dad.
Because your kids is always going to, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, with going back to strength, you got to pick them up. They want you to throw them in the air. They want you to catch them. They want you to hold them and run them up the steps and slam them on the bed. You know what I'm saying? Like, they want you to flip them in the air. Like my son could say wahoo. They like to say wahoo is the back flip. So when I throw them in the air and flip them, they be like wahoo, wahoo. You know what I'm saying? The mother can't do that. I'm not saying she could try. You know what I mean? But I don't know how that's gonna work out. But yeah, you know, it's like, that's what a father do. Like, that's a cool dad to me. You know what I'm saying? Is a dad that's, you know, you got to be able to throw the football with your son and stuff like that, daughter, whatever, you know what I'm saying? You got to be able to pick them up, carry them, swing them around. Kids like all that, you know what I mean? Man, that's a cool dad. Not some dad with, you know, with young clothes on, you know what I'm saying? Trying to act like he hip. That's different.